हेलो एवरीवन। बैचलर्स कंप्लीट हो गई और अब कदम रखने जा रहे हो एक नए सफर में, एक प्रोबेबली लास्ट स्टेप ऑफ योर स्टडीज में, क्योंकि अब इसके बाद आपकी सीधा जॉब होगी। तो ये स्टेप सबसे क्रिटिकल स्टेप होता है, बिकॉज अब इसके बाद पढ़ाई का मौका नहीं मिलेगा। जो चूज कर लोगे प्रोबेबली उसी में अब करियर आगे स्टेप अप करना पड़ेगा। सो ये डिसीजन बहुत वाइज एंड बहुत ही ज्यादा जेनरस होना चाहिए आपकी प्रायोरिटी के बेसिस पे। सो करियर पाथ, सैलरीज, अपॉर्चुनिटीज ऑफ कोर वर्सेस नॉन कोर। सबसे बड़ा सवाल सर, नॉन कोर यानी रेगुलेटरी अफेयर्स, मेडिकल अफेयर्स, क्वालिटी एश्योरेंस, फार्मेसी प्रैक्टिस, हॉस्पिटल क्लिनिकल रिसर्च, ऐसे डिपार्टमेंट्स जहां पे ड्राई लैब है, आपको डॉक्यूमेंटेशन या लिटरेचर रिव्यू, स्क्रीनिंग ये सब करना है। कोर यानी एफ एन डी, क्यू ए क्यू सी, या फिर आपके एनालिटिकल डोमेन्स, डीएमपी के साइंटिस्ट, टॉक्सिकोलॉजी, वो तरीके के रोल, या केमिस्ट या इंजीनियर, बायो इंजीनियरिंग। तो सर आखिर हमें ड्राई लैब चूज करना चाहिए या वेट लैब? डिपेंड्स ऑन योर इंटरेस्ट। कभी भी किसी थर्ड पर्सन का, इस वीडियो का देख के भी अपना माइंड मत बदलना। ऑलवेज थिंक कि आपको क्या करना है आगे, आपका इंटरेस्ट किस में है। मनी फॉलोज इंटरेस्ट, पैशन को फॉलो करता है पैसा। कभी ये मत सोचना कि लोग कहते हैं एमबीए के बाद ज्यादा पैसा है तो कर ली एमबीए लोगों के कहने पे, एंड देन यू डोंट हैव इंटरेस्ट इन मार्केट रिसर्च। व्हाट्स द यूज? So core departments are natural products, analysis, pharmacology, specialized fields are biotechnology, regulatory affairs. Upcoming domains are medical devices and HEOR, pharmacy practice. इनकी सारी जॉब रोल्स, कंपनीज डिस्कस करते चलेंगे हम। अब सबसे पहले हम डिस्कस करेंगे थोड़े से डिपार्टमेंट्स ऑफ फार्माकोलॉजी, जो कि एक कोर डिपार्टमेंट है। इसमें आपका प्री क्लिनिकल एंड क्लिनिकल ड्रग टेस्टिंग में रोल्स होता है, फार्माकोकाइनेटिक स्टडीज में रोल होता है, टॉक्सिकोलॉजी स्टडीज में रोल होता है। एंट्री लेवल प्लेस 6 to 7, there are a lot of good companies, Baxter, GSK, Aurobindo, Novartis, Merck, Sun Pharma, Cipla, that hire regulatory affairs specialists, toxicologists, research scientists, clinical research associates. तो ये सारे जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज होते हैं। ऑल्सो फार्माकोलॉजी कैन सिट फॉर नॉन कोर जॉब्स एज वेल इफ दे हैव सम स्किल्स। सो लर्निंग and upskilling like artificial intelligence, learning the skills like clinical research, pharmacovigilance, learning the other domains and fields which are very, very specific to HEOR or MSL, या फिर ऐसी साइंटिफिक राइटिंग की स्किल्स, तो आप बहुत सारे जॉब रोल्स में फिट इन कर सकते हो एंड यू कैन स्विच. So we at Payambora classes also provide you coaching for these upskilling courses and as a course for the skill development. Then we have course for pharmacognosy, where we have natural products. So as a ethnopharmacology scientist, as a botanical researcher in Ayurveda companies like Patanjali, Vaidyanath, you can enter with a salary of 5 to 7 lakhs. So botanist, quality assurance specialist, herbal drug development. Moving on to pharmaceutics. So pharmaceutics may we have a lot of big companies. We all know Novartis, Cipla, DRL, Aurobindo, Sun Pharma. बहुत सारी top companies हैं. Again, you can enter in the domains of specialized parenterals, tablets, capsules, solid state pharmaceutics, or novel drug deliveries as a nanotechnologist, as a scientist, as a F&D, QA/QC personnel, or R&D. These are the different domains which you can have. Now, when you talk about the roles, you can enter as into process development engineering also. That is like an industry oriented more of a course. Pharmaceutical analysis. So there are a lot of companies that hire pharmaceutical analysts because, method validation, bioanalytical method development, analytical developments, analytical chemist, research analyst. These are very important because you need to do impurity profiling, stability testing, spectroscopy methods, and chromatography techniques. So that our finished products, raw material, intermediates, हर stage में ensure कर सकते there's good safety. Regulatory affairs, dealing with more of a document like a dossier preparation, CTD module, dealing with the regulatory framework and guidelines. And you can work as a pharmacovigilance manager, regulatory coordinator, regulatory scientist. Clinical research, you will work as a clinical data monitor, clinical data manager, clinical trial assistant, clinical research coordinator, because you need to have good practice on ICH GCP guidelines, clinical protocol designing, clinical trials, epidemiology, biostatisticians, case report forms, right? A lot of different domains where you can enter, and a lot of NABH accredited hospitals के साथ you work on field. So these are on-field jobs as well as off-field jobs. आपको जाके hospitals में clinical data connect करना है, या तो फिर if there are multiple site inspection, site selection studies, you can be a part of any of them. Or if pharmacovigilance, you can be a part of aggregate reporting, spontaneous reporting. You can be a part of literature screening or case processing or a case intake. Right? आप किसी भी domain पे जा सकते हो depending on your interest and depending on the skills that you have learned. So definitely we provide you such skills, we upskill you with these skills so that you are already equipped. कभी आपको switch करना हो तो आपको दोबारा मुड़ के सोचना ना पड़े. Pharmacy practice में more of a HEOR domains is for you can visit. There are a lot of courses that are being provided. Biotechnology mein you can have a lot of scope like biotechnological scientist, protein engineering, DNA, recombinant DNA technology, and you have the other domains like working in gene therapy, CRISPR, monoclonal antibodies, right? Bioprocessing, cultural streaming, fermentation specialist, etc. Medical devices. Medical devices are also a very blooming domain, and to be very honest, medical devices mein you get to know about ISO 13485 guidelines, manufacturing, processing, distribution, development, because there are two people who are needed. One is an engineer and one is pharmacy knowledge. So you have the healthcare knowledge, he has the parts like microfluidics or any transformer, any domains. So that is very important. And to be moving forward, you also work as a product development manager, and those are like a higher roles that you can achieve. So FDA 510K, there's all specific to medical devices where you can work into implants, stents, right? Valves, बहुत सारे अपने heart के medical pacemakers. You have neuro devices, you have implants. आजकल, there are female implants for contraceptives. So many types of modular devices that are being inserted via major invasive surgery and also via few minor invasive surgeries like bypass surgeries, lot of different stuff because the blood flow to enhance the suppose in steroidal compounds for the diseases of inflammatory conditions. Then you have salary comparison. So these are the different domains, the entry level jobs, the mid level jobs, and the senior level jobs. The salaries up to which long term you will get. And also besides them, you can also work into different companies. I've already told you Clingene, Syngene, Biocon, Stryker, Exogene. You have Merrell Life Science, Aragen Life Science, Sun Pharma, DRL, Aurobindo, Cognizant, TCS, Wipro, lot of big companies, Oracle, Argus. And if you would talk about MBA, then an MBA, that's a totally different domain where you work in supply chain, logistics, operation, product management, project management, product launch expert, or you also work into different domains like competitive intelligence and market forecasting. So the career path is different. Also, you can enter into academia after you pursue this core domains and non-core. You can enter into academic industry or you can pursue a higher education like a PhD. There are a lot of companies that offer you industrial PhD, like Johnson and Johnson, Intas. Sometimes these companies provide you opportunity to perform industrial PhDs. So there are Wockhardt, Reliance, Serum Institute, Bharat Biotech, Cineos, Covance, Farm Insights, a lot of different companies. And then you have a government sector जहाँ पे आप government exam की तैयारी करके you can enter as a job, drug analyst, as a drug inspector, as a pharmacy officer, a lot of domains. So these were the information regarding the emerging opportunities, career growth. So make your choice count. ये आखिरी पड़ाव है आपके studies का. Choose based on your passion, not what people say, not what that's choose what's ऐसा भी नहीं कि आप जो trending है वो choose कर लिया pressure में आके no. Choose wisely, choose what's important for you, and you can also have internships during your coursework so that you have, or before the coursework, so that you have a hands-on practice and a training. आपको एक glimpse so that you get acquainted and familiarized of what you're going to learn in future. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. This was Payam Bora signing off. Comment करके जरूर बताएं अगर आप चाहते हैं मैं किसी special topic पे video बनाऊं. I'll be more than happy to answer that. Thank you very much.